In the Everglades there's a way of life. It's a way of peace without stress or strife. There's a fellow there who protects these rights. Lincoln Vale of the Everglades. But they'll fight for rights and the homes they've made. Simple grassroots people of the Everglades. There's a natural danger and a man to face. Lincoln Vale of the Everglades. The man on patrol in the Everglades. Moving, ever moving, moving, ever moving through the Everglades.
I was just picking up some magazines.
Well, can't we get them at the hotel?
You, my sweet, are in for a big surprise.
In for what?
We're not going to any hotel.
But all the clothes I bought, we've made reservations.
That canceled? Oh, please don't look so worried. Believe me when I tell you I had plans for the greatest honeymoon that ever was.
Ron, where are we going?
Camping. In the Everglades. Come on. Come on.
Hi there. Wait up. Sam, you're sure getting heavy. Welcome to the Glades. You folks just arriving?
Yes, we're heading up to the North Fork to look for a campsite. That all right?
Sure. You hit the Lost River Station. Where are you folks from?
Charlottesville, West Virginia.
Well, any information or help you might need, I'm constable around here. Name's Lincoln Vale.
Ron Fairburn. This is my wife, Mrs. Fairburn.
How do you do?
Thank you. No, Constable. I don't think we'll be needing any help.
Well, in case you do. That sure is a pretty outfit you have on, Mrs. Fairburn. But I hope you brought something along that'll give you more protection.
Oh, well, I did bring a pair of slacks. You see, we were supposed to stay at a hotel.
Excuse me, Mr. Vale. Is this also part of your job, checking on what the girls are wearing?
Ron. Mr. Vale was only trying to be helpful.
I think I know what Mr. Vale was trying to do. For whatever the information is worth, Constable, we're on a honeymoon. We came here to be alone.
Ron.
That's all right, Mrs. Fairburn. I won't be bothering you. Just keep a few simple safety facts in mind. Better stick to the main channels so you don't get lost in the glades. Watch out for the snakes and alligators and redbugs.
And constables. Thanks very much.
All right, Shirley, let's not go over it again, please. I said I'm sorry. I guess I'm the jealous type. Forgive me. Please.
Oh, right down. That's the firewood? Is that all you could find?
What's this for?
Oh, this is just a pit for trash.
So big. Looks like a...
Well, we're going to be here for 2 weeks.
Here, my lady. Would you give me the pleasure of your company?
Please sit down. What's the matter? You still upset with me?
Oh, Ron. You said such lovely things. A honeymoon, my new clothes. Laughing people and dancing and music. A chance to... Ow.
Sweetheart.
Oh, Ron, why couldn't we go to a hotel?
Because I'm a nut about fishing and roughing it, and I thought maybe you would be, too, if you gave it a try. Most of all, it's like I told the constable. Darling, I want you all to myself. We've only been married 2 days. You realize that 3 weeks ago we didn't even know each other?
Do I know you now?
What is there to know? I'm exactly what you see.
Are you? Just what I see.
No, I'm a foreign agent, and I'm here to subvert the alligators. Darling, your sister Jane has been at you too hard. Oh, I can just hear her. Shirley, how can you marry a man you just met? What about his past? Maybe he's already married.
I'm going back to the tent.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Please. Jane is okay. I guess she's just trying to protect her younger sister. Please stay. I have to finish this thing.
No. No.
Shirley.
Hello, Mr. Vale.
The postman was around just after you passed by the station this morning. I thought I'd bring us over and save you the trip.
Thank you.
I may as well admit, I was glad of an excuse to look in on you. Is there anything wrong, Mrs. Fairburn?
Oh, no, nothing.
You're sure now?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, I'll say good day then.
Mr. Vale, there is something. You see, my husband...
Yes?
Well, you see, we were talking about going up to Gladestown tomorrow night, and I wondered...
I thought I told you we want to be left alone.
I came by to drop off a letter for your wife.
Well, you've dropped it off. Now get off our campsite.
Ron!
I'm not going to tell you again. Stay away from here, especially when my wife is alone.
Well, if you say so. Goodbye, Mrs. Fairburn.
Mr. Vale. I just wanted to thank you for your trouble.
Well, not at all. Anytime, Mrs. Fairburn.
So you got a letter? Oh, Sister Jane, who else? I thought we agreed that no one was to know where we were going.
Well, I had to tell Jane. I wired her from the airport.
Oh, sure, you had to tell her. So she could slip you another dose of poison by mail. Oh, try and find out all you can about him. Find out about that black past he's got. You may be married to him, but don't trust him. Oh, well, you don't need to read that. I just told you what's inside. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Please forgive me. I'll go cool off.
Lost River Station calling headquarters.
Come in, Link. What's up?
Chief, I have a newspaper clipping I'd like you to listen to. It doesn't have any date on it, but it looks like it's a couple of weeks old. Maybe you can give me some information on it, huh?
Okay, shoot.
Bluebeard strikes again. Following a pattern established in 4 other honeymoon murders, the mystery killer yesterday left a bullet-riddled bride in a remote part of the Great Smokies near Canton, North Carolina. Mrs. Ann Perkins was apparently the 5th of his victims, each found in some little frequented camping area within days after marriage. Well, I won't take your time with the rest. How about it, Chief?
Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
All right, appreciate it, Chief. Over and out.
Legislature is considering an appropriation which will provide Florida with 65 new school buildings by the end of the year. Miami police have been alerted to look for the man who has been called the American Bluebeard, reported to have been seen in Florida this week. All local police are urged to be on the lookout for this killer, particularly in the southern Florida and the Miami area. He is believed to be about...
The shots didn't scare you. You're not afraid of a gun, are you? Darling, the only reason I have it is because of the snakes and the alligators. I was just checking this side of it. Well, here, you try it.
No.
Shirley, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with a...
Looks like I'm gonna have to get a haircut. Come in. Well, Mrs. Fairburn.
I'm sorry to disturb you so early, Mr. Vale.
Oh, not a bit. Come on in. Sit down.
I just wanted to tell you that I love my husband.
Well, why shouldn't you?
Well, didn't you read it? The clipping?
Mm-hmm. Well, which side of the clipping do you mean, Mrs. Fairburn?
Which side?
Mm-hmm. This? Or this ad for camping equipment?
Have I been a fool, Mr. Vale?
Shirley?
Shirley. I met him at a company's annual picnic. He'd been on the job for about 5 months, but I didn't meet him until then. Oh, he seemed so lonely. We knew at once that we were married 2 weeks later. Eloped, I should say.
He never told you anything about himself.
Oh, except that yesterday he said he'd once taken a fishing trip on the Lake George somewhere. Mr. Vale, I want to believe that I have nothing to be afraid of.
But you're still afraid.
Well, had a nice visit?
Ron,
Go on out to the boat. Go!
Mr. Fairburn.
That and the way he finds his victims, always picking them up in large gatherings like organization outings, says he's the same man that committed all four. He sure gets around with his operations. Shenandoah's, Blue Ridge, Yellowstone Park, Lake George.
Lake George?
In the Adirondacks. You know he's reported right here now.
What about motive?
Well, all they know for sure is that it isn't money. Looks like some kind of psychopath.
Chief, I wish you'd make a call to Charlottesville, West Virginia. The Charlottesville Steel Company. There's a man on the payroll there by the name of Ronald Fairburn.
You still won't tell me why you went to see him, huh? Well, things will be different where we're going.
You said we were going back to Charlottesville.
Well, I've changed my mind. We're going farther up north. We won't have any constables bugging us.
But that's dangerous to get off the main channel. He told us that.
I said we're going farther on up north.
You'll never find your way back now.
Yes, I will. Don't worry.
How much farther are you going?
I don't know. Not far.
An Atlas Agena rocket was launched carrying a 400-pound satellite. Concerning the Bluebeard Killer, the police are looking into a lead in the city of Charlottesville, West Virginia.
Where is she?
Now, if you're referring to your wife, I haven't seen her since she left here with you.
Don't give me that. You followed us to our new campsite. Where'd you take her?
I didn't know you had a new campsite, and I didn't take her anywhere. Well, if you want to talk sensibly.
Headquarters calling Lost River. Come in, Constable Vale. Come in, Vale. Come in, Constable Vale.
Vale here, Chief. Come in.
I just got a flash from Tampa, Link. They just picked up the Bluebeard Killer about an hour ago. Made a full confession. I guess that lets your suspect Fairburn out of the picture. Well, you can tell his wife to relax. Oh, by the way, sorry about that news item on the radio.
What news?
Didn't you hear it? Those inquiries I was making for you up in Charlottesville, they must have leaked, in spite of all my trying to keep them confidential. I'm sorry.
Well, those things happen. Thanks anyway, Chief. Over and out.
You mean she... I don't understand. How could she think that I...
Well, it's easy. You made it real easy for her.
She's out there alone. Alone somewhere out there in those glades.
Mr. Fairburn, over here. There's a footprint. Now, why don't you follow the channel up this way, and I'll go overland. If you find her, fire 3 shots. I'll do the same.
Constable, what do you think?
We'll find her.
Charlie! Charlie!
It's all right, Miss Fairburn. You're safe now.
Man doesn't need to be a Bluebeard to have a past he'd rather not talk about. You were the only good thing that ever happened to me. And I wasn't going to take any chances on losing you. Strange as it may sound, I thought I would if I told you about my past. Probably too late, but at least I told her. I'll get at things. I'd appreciate it, Mr. Vale, if you see that she started on her way home. Needless to say, I would like to apologize.
Ron. Thank you, Mr. Vale.
Miss Fairburn, I have a feeling you may wind up your honeymoon in Miami after all.
Well, I have to learn to fish sometime.
Good luck.
This is Ron Hayes. I play the part of Constable Lincoln Vale in the Everglades, America's last remaining frontier. And here are a few exciting scenes you'll see in the weeks to come. Be sure and join us next week and every week for another exciting adventure in the Everglades.
In the Everglades. Everglades, there's a way of life. It's a way of peace without stress or strife. There's a fellow there who protects these rights. Lincoln Vale of the Everglades, the man on patrol in the Everglades. But they'll fight for rights and the homes they've made. Simple grassroots people of the Everglades. There's a natural danger and a man to face. Lincoln Vale of the Everglades, the man on patrol in the Everglades. Moving, ever moving through the Everglades. Moving, ever moving through the Everglades. Moving, ever moving through the Everglades.